Hello and welcome to A Study in Chaos. My name is Kat. I publish under the pen name Cat Leo, and I do a bunch of chaotic entity things on the internet as Cat's Chaos Cafe. Um, so I have started posting the chapters of Briar's Hollow and the archive uh, that I have been working on to archiveofourown.org. So, as mentioned in previous episodes, my background, I started writing in fan fiction. This gave me the confidence to move on to creating my own characters and then my own worlds. And because I took, I liked, I still write fan fiction. It's a form of self care for me. So Archive of Our Own, or AO3 as I call it, um has you can have original works on there. Not a ton of people do that, but they enough do. But enough of people do, so you can have original works on there, even though it's mainly for fan fiction. And I don't know why I had never thought about or considered posting my own original works, at least the first drafts, to Archive of Our Own. Like, because it's a platform I'm familiar with. I love the tags and the filter system on there. As a fanfic reader and writer. Um, so somebody had mentioned this, had like asked if that was also where I was posting. And I'm like, no, I don't. But why haven't I? Because I have like at least 17 fanfics posted to Archive of Our Own. Why didn't I ever think about the fact that I can also post my original work there? Maybe it's because in my brain somewhere there was a divide, but I don't hide the fact that I write fan fiction or that I wrote it and still write it, that I read it. So why didn't I think about the fact that I could post my first draft chapters there to make it open and accessible to other people? Um, I don't know how well it's going to do there, but I understand the statistics and the analytics over there because they don't have analytics; they have statistics. It's like you can see how many like hits, which is views you've had. You can see how many kudos you've had, which is essentially likes, um, and stuff like that. So I did it. You have to be a registered user over there, but I did post my current chapters that are in Briar's Hollow in the archive over there. And I think actually, I don't know how well it's gonna do, um, but I think I'm gonna post my original stuff over there, like the first drafts, and then let people know when I do post, like do publish it, like after I've edited it and stuff and formatted it, and share with that over there, like, hey, I did the thing. It's here now. Because you can post original works there. You cannot make money from fan fiction. You can make money off of original works. So there is some gray area there. But I was already posting my first draft chapters for free. I do not plan or intend on making money from that. Once it's edited and I get it formatted and turn it into an EPUB, then I'll potentially make money from it. I don't know if I'll actually make money from it, but I might. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna see how that does. Um, Most people don't know I've done this. I might mention in my fanfics when I update my fanfic chapters. I might the next time I post a chapter, I might put in an author note like, "Hey, also, I decided to start posting my original works here as well. If you're interested in reading the first draft chapters of that, if you like my writing and such like that." Which, in all honesty, most of the fanfic stuff I post is the first draft. I don't edit. I'm aware when I publish a book properly, I should edit. I do not like some of the decisions and choices I made with Whispers of Tomorrow, and it will eventually get rewritten probably after I'm done with Blood Rain and Uncommon Royals. But yeah, so I'm also going to put Blood Rain over there too, I think. Um, and see if anyone's interested in that or any of my original works. Um, so that'll be fun to like check out and see over time if anyone reads that over there, which that is more of a fandom space. So I do not expect to get a lot of hits over there. It's just a platform that I am comfortable with, and so I have no problem with posting original content there because I'm comfortable with that platform and it has a built-in location for you to put original works. Like it's literally there's a fandom, quote unquote fandom, that is original work there. You can also create fandoms. So now there is technically a Briar's Hollow fandom over there tag because I'm posting these fanfic or I just called it fanfic. It's not a fanfic. It's my original work. It's I created the characters, I created the world, I'm creating the world building and all of that. But yeah, so Briar's Hollow and the archive is over there. And um so the first no so Briar's Hollow is going to be like a series of novellas together. So volume 1 of Briar's Hollow is actually probably going to be 4 to 5 novellas together. I have not decided if I will be publishing the novellas separately as individual novellas or if I'm only going to do them as a volume or season of the work. That is a decision I'm going to work on. In I'm gonna format them and have personally on my computer, I will have the EPUBs of the individual novellas separated, but then I will also have them as a cohesive EPUB to release as a collection. So I don't know if I'm going to do individual novellas. I might put them on my website as I edit them and turn them into EPUBs. I might have the EPUBs available on KatsChaosCafe.com, maybe, and have them available to like any members or subscribers that I have there. But I'm not sure if I want to like load them onto like Amazon or Ingram Spark as just a novella. Um, that might be a future endeavor. Also, I don't know how big it's going to be once I am actually done editing it. So my current plan is it's going to be probably under 20,000 words per novella. So who knows? I might, when I edit it, it might become significantly larger or not. I don't, it might stay around 20,000 words. I know, so Whispers of Tomorrow is just over 50K words. So maybe we'll see what happens with Friar's Hollow in the archive, because that's how I plan on publishing it. I do know, like, if you look at Blood Rain, I do plan to be 3 novels-sized books. But Briar's Hollow is from one POV. It's from Morg's POV. Though I do think I might add some short stories. Um, or flash fictions that might be in third person or from other POVs of characters. So there might be some like additional content that isn't specifically in the series, but it would be like a 1.5 like is where it would land like between the novellas or during a novella. So like I think I want to do a flash or a short, maybe a one shot from Rosemarie's perspective in Briar's Hollow. So like at, at the end of Briar's Hollow in the archive. So I know that. But Briar's Hollow, the actual novellas and stuff, are only going to be planned from Morg's perspective. Because they're also first person present tense, which is kind of intense. First it's gonna be real interesting to see how I do that, especially when I get further along in the romance. Because I don't write romance, and I'm writing a first-person POV story, and the main character is going to have a romance. So we'll see how that ends up. First, if you look over at Blood Rain is third person, but depending on which chapter it is, depends on whose head we can be in. So the POVs, it's third person, but it's third person limited. So you're third person limited to the character of that chapter. So there are three limited perspectives you get in Blood Rain. You get Dinah, who is a 2,000-year-old plus year old vampire. You get Parker, who is a 20-something witch who is out to redeem her name, essentially. And then you have a brand new vampire, Ingrid, whose perspective you only get starting in chapter 4. So chapters 1 through 3, you get Dinah and Parker's POV, but you didn't get Ingrid's until chapter 4 of Blood Rain. So that's why I chose like third person for Blood Rain, was because it is easier in my brain to separate it out without having to be able to jump into the headspace of each of those characters. So eventually, Blood Rain will end up also on AO3. I just lately have been working on Briar's Hollow, so whenever I finish chapter 5 of Blood Rain, I'll upload all those chapters up to AO3 as well. So, yeah. So this is going to be an interesting endeavor. Is I'll essentially going to have the first drafts of my original works restricted to users only. Like you have to have an actual account on AO3. Um, for now, I don't know if I will continue to do this in the future. But as of 5/26/25, so May 26th, 2025, that is my current plan and course of action. I do also currently post it to my Substack at the KatsCaosCafe. But yeah, it's. I think we're gonna untap us. We're gonna see how this goes. So some updatey thingies on where you can read first drafts of my work. What chaos have you been committing? What is your current study in chaos today? Thank you for listening. Have a great day.